Do you want to transition into a more fulfilling career, but you feel stuck in your current position? Well, Clarke had the chance to speak with a career coach and author who's sharing her take on how you can get out of your career rut.
Elizabeth Pearson, you are the author of Career Confinement, and as creatures of habit, it is so easy to get stuck in our careers, especially women out there. Why do you think women do get stuck in their careers?
I think that you can really just get kind of tripped up in the day to day, right? And I think a lot of it's external conditioning. When we're little girls, we grow up and there are these certain, achievements that you're supposed to hit. So I find that a lot of women are checking boxes, right? I went to school, I got the job, maybe you have a partner, maybe you had a child, maybe you got the house. And when you're living in that kind of like zone of mediocrity, I feel like it's maybe not really what your soul is here to do. You can very quickly have this feeling of like, you wake up one day and you go, oh my gosh, I feel totally stuck. Where am I and how did I get here? So that's really what this book was birthed from, was working with clients who came to me and seemingly had it all, but still felt a little trapped, a little stuck, and felt like they were on a road that they weren't really able to get off.
And what's unique about your book, too, is that these individuals share their own personal experiences. And in Career Confinement, you describe that confinement as being a cage. What are some ways that women can break out of their cages, if you could list 3?
Yeah, I think, well, the first one is to recognize the cage, right? Is it an actual cage? Like, are there real limitations on you, or is a lot of it mental? I always kind of give the metaphor of these bars, right? Are they real, or are they just a shadow of maybe a bar that you used to have? Maybe it's some trauma that you're holding on to. Maybe it's something that your mind is replaying as something that you need to do versus what the reality of the situation is, which is really that we're free. But I think that once you kind of like acknowledge that you're in the cage, you decide you want to get out, you can start taking action. And the first thing I say is like, evaluate where you are, talk to your boss. I think a lot of people really shy away from this, but you have a relationship with your employer. And like any healthy relationship, there needs to be open communication. So if you do feel a little trapped or stuck, you need to talk to your boss and really explain what the source of your dissatisfaction is, so you can at least give them a chance to fix it for you.
And I know for a lot of women out there who are hardworking, it is tough to make any kind of free time, especially if you have home duties or children. But what should working women do in their free time, if they have some, to achieve their actual career goals?
Yeah. Well, first, I think that it's really important that we have a support network. I think the first thing that goes is like our free time with our girlfriends. We don't go out as much. We don't get together. We don't go for walks. We don't grab coffee because we're really busy just kind of like in the hustle of your life. So I think connection, especially to other women, is something that can really spark a fire in you. And you can talk about alternatives to your job. I can't tell you how many conversations I had with girlfriends when I felt stuck in my job, and it ultimately led me to this. They said, you know what, you should be a coach. You should really talk women through this. And look at where we are. 6 years later, here I am, wrote a book, talking to you. Like, I think you need to nurture those conversations. And I also think you need to really understand what your professional brand is. Because whether or not you realize it, you do have a website and it's your LinkedIn profile. And so many times women really shy away from kind of like bragging about themselves or posting their accomplishments on LinkedIn. But this is your website. This is the first interaction a lot of people are going to have with you. And it's really going to set the tone with how much money you can make, and then what industries you feel like you want to go to. So if you want to make a pivot, rebrand your LinkedIn towards where you want to go. And before you know it, you'll be talking to people in that community and maybe even get some recruiter outreach.
Elizabeth, how can people get in touch with you if they want to learn more tips or read your book?
Yeah, they can follow me on Instagram. It's at coach.elizabeth.pearson, or my website is elizabethpearson.com. You guys, the book is chock full of so much stuff, so you can grab it. It's super cheap, Kindle on Amazon or Audible. You can find all sorts of free content there on my website.
You know, everybody needs a great coach, right? All right, looks like she's doing some good stuff.